Hello everyone, welcome to Micah Manages It, the new Micah Makes It podcast. We will be focusing on questions you may have on the Christian faith as well as on my channel and how I started, how I got the ideas for some videos, and any other similar questions. I hope you enjoy this series. It has been a dream of mine to be able to make a podcast, so please stay tuned and welcome to Micah Manages It, the new Micah Makes It podcast. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Micah Manages It, the new Micah Makes It podcast. I'm sorry we do not have a guest again. I tried to get Jude on, but that wasn't really working. And I have received 4 questions from a subscriber, and they were, actually I don't remember them, but I'll go over them. They're kind of different questions, so I'm pretty sure this video will be called episode 2, 4 questions. The 4 questions, maybe, I don't know. But it has been good. The podcast has more views than like the past 3 or 4 videos I posted. And I like that because I like that people like the podcast, and I enjoy making podcasts. I really do. It's so fun. And it may not seem fun, but I like getting to be able to talk to it just seems like I'm talking to myself, but then when you watch, everyone can see that I'm not really doing that, and you can see I'm talking to you guys if you watch this video, and you can't really see. And also, one more thing, I'm very sorry about the last video. I kept saying thank you for watching, and you're not technically watching. I mean, you're looking at the screen, but you're more listening than watching, so I would try to say thank you for listening this week, or today, rather than watching. So, before we get in, I was just going to say we are going to have the trivia again. That will be a weekly, or a thing that will happen every podcast. I say weekly, but I'm doing this in the same day I recorded the first one. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into the questions in a minute. And again, thank you for listening. There we go, I got it. Thank you for listening to this episode of Micah Manages It. Jude has asked me what manage means. It kind of means like manage your question. So like I give you the answer, I'm kind of managing. It was the best I could do. You got to give me some grace. Anyway, first question was, do you prefer Ireland over America? Or which do you prefer, Ireland or America? And I have to say, there are so many things, and I'm going to say America, but it is for the slightest reason possible. It's just, I have more family here, I feel like, and, but I miss Ireland a lot. It's only America by the slightest bit, because I have family, I can see people like my grandparents, and, I did make really good friends in Ireland, and I miss them. But I love my life here in America too, and they were both super good. I think the only thing that compares is really basically how I have family here. That's probably the only thing. And if you can hear background noises, I'm sorry. I'm trying to record this like in the afternoon. So anyway, I believe that sums up that question. And this may be a shorter podcast. The last one was kind of a beginning podcast that had a lot to talk about, and I'm gonna check now what the second question was. The second question was, would you rather have 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 views on The Power Nobody Sees? And I'm not 100% sure if they were talking about The Power Nobody Sees, the second one coming out, or the first one that I made like a year and a half ago. So if it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have to go 1,000 subscribers. I think that'd be a big accomplishment, and usually when you have a lot of subscribers, you have a lot of views. I have a bunch of views on videos, and I only have 137 subscribers. Like I have 5.2 or 5.3 thousand on the Joe Mama SpongeBob short. So I think I'm going to have to go with 1,000 subscribers, just because it would probably be a bigger accomplishment for me rather than 10,000 views on the Power Nobody Sees, which I do wish a lot of people would watch that, but it wasn't that greatly made. Like, I'm going to admit that. I didn't edit it that well, and I didn't film it that well. That was like kind of when I was younger, and I've definitely advanced in my editing and filming skills more. So yeah, I think the second one will be a lot better. I'm going to try and do some more effects and try and make it look more realistic, like get more props. And I think that about wraps it up, the second question. And the third question doesn't really have anything to do with the channel. It's more me personally. What is your favorite NFL team? And I know this person, and they like football. So my favorite NFL team, first of all, if you didn't know, I'm a Clemson Tigers fan. That's college football I cheer for. And I honestly have to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars because Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne are there. And if you're mad, I'm sorry. There's like 31 other teams that I could have picked from, but I chose Jacksonville because they have some of the greatest Clemson players that probably ever play. And so yeah, I really enjoy watching them. And they made it pretty far this year. Made it to the second round of the playoffs, but sadly they had to play the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a really good team. So I also know the person who is watching, I'm pretty sure they're still a Chiefs fan. So they're definitely rooting for the Chiefs in that game. But all right, and the final question is, how long does it take to edit a video after filming? Okay, so this one will probably take the longest to answer. It doesn't take that long depending on the video. Now, I have edited many videos. The hardest I've done, or not even on my channel, for my our family's beach trip, me and my cousins will make videos, and they take a long time. Like last year, we had one with a music video in between it, and it took like a day or two to edit. The longest video I've ever had to edit was probably either the trick shot video or like Star Wars Return of the Sith, which by the way, Jude reminded me, that was the last video he was in, Return of the Sith. I mentioned all the other videos he was in, and I forgot the Star Wars one that was like one of his biggest videos that he was in with me. And so shorts will take 10 seconds, or probably shorter, 5, like especially SpongeBob ones, or just drop it down, drop it on, and kind of pretty much after that publish it. But like a lot of them will take a lot of time. Like the bigger ones, like the Power Nobody Sees number 2, that one is going to take a while. We're going to have a bunch of effects we're going to need to get in that one, and it won't take as long as adding a lightsaber slash every single time we hit. But it will still take a while to edit, because we're going to have to add all the sound effects and cut all the clips perfectly, because we always usually either like have a minute where we're like hitting the pause button or hitting the play button, then we go like 3, 2, 1, go. And so it's going to take a while, I know that. So yeah, how long does it take to edit a video after filming? It really depends on the length of the video and like how long the video is or how short the video is. That's basically all I'm going to say, because I don't really know anything else. It just depends on the video length and how like detailed it is, how long it will take to edit. So like what kind of things are in it. So like are there going to be lightsaber slashes, or they're going to be needed punch sounds? So it just basically depends on that. So now we are going to head into trivia. And I know, again, that was the Wii Sports sound. That's going to be our trivia sound going on unless I find a better one. So, trivia. We're going to have, again, 3 questions. The first question is, which do I prefer more, Ireland or America? You have 5 seconds. Go. All right, your time is up. The answer is America. I said that at the beginning, and I said why I liked it, why I preferred it over Ireland. So the second question will be pretty much the same. And remember, if you got the comment down below or comment in a video show me or tell me the answer, or like how many answers you got right out of the trivia, and make sure you put which episode it was from. So the second question will be, and I actually believe we're going to have 4 questions today. It will be all on the 4 questions I was asked. After that, it was, would I rather have 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 views on The Power Nobody Sees? The answer is I would rather have 1,000 subscribers. I just feel like that would be a bigger accomplishment for me than 10,000 views. The third question is, what is my favorite NFL team? I answered that not too long ago. And we'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the answer is, drum roll please, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe I did say that earlier, and I said why, because I'm a Clemson fan and there are a bunch of Clemson players there. And the final question is, how long does it take, I'm going to have to change, how long does it take for me to edit a video after? Alright, and the answer is, it depends on the size of the video. So if you said something like, if you were like, well, I don't know, if you said something like that, like depends on how long or how detailed the video is, you got it right. So I hope you enjoyed listening to this week's episode of Micah Manages It, and it's not actually this week's episode, it's just this episode of Micah Manages It, the Micah Makes It podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Hello everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Micah Manages It, the new Micah Makes It podcast. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss another video. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to Micah Makes It.